Hello dear boys of class 10. Welcome to English second paper class of academic English. How are you all? I hope that all of you are doing well by the grace of God. This is Simi Dango, lecturer in English, St. Gregory's High School and College. Dear boys, I warmly welcoming you all to this virtual presentation. You are already informed about your second round quiz, which is going to be held from 7th of March. Dear boys, this exam will be taken in Google Form. So don't worry. Maybe this word Google Form a bit new to you, but this is very easy. You will get some multiple choice type question with 4 options, and you have to correct or choose the right answer. So this is very easy. Okay. In admission test or any kind of job exam, we find this type of questions in Google form. So dear boys, this is not too much complicated. This is very easy. Firstly, you will get a question, then you will get 4 options, and you have to correct the right answer. Firstly, you have to write down your email address, your name, roll number or section, and after that you have to write down you have to correct the right answer. Okay, so dear boys, now I'm going to show you a format of a question. Maybe this question is not uh, related with your quiz syllabus because I have uh, prepared this question for college students, but the format will be same. Okay, you will get the idea of question format. That's why I am going to show you the format of your question, so don't worry. And if you want to uh, attend the exam, then I can provide you the link, so don't worry. Now I'm going to show you the format of your quiz exam. There you will find 20 questions only, right? But here I have prepared 50 questions for second year boys. That's why don't worry about that. Don't ever worry about the numbers. Just take some idea from this format. So here you can see a question format which is prepared in Google form. Okay, so here you see, firstly you have to write down your email address. Okay, email address. Suppose you know what is your email address, so you have to write down email address here, and you have to write down your name and then roll numbers, then name of the institution. If there's option, then you have to write down the name of your institution. Maybe this is not necessary. Okay, then come to the question. Dash oranges are grown in Nagpur. Okay, so articles and prepositions, these are not included in your quiz syllabus, but I am just showing you the format. Okay, do not get confusion or do not be confused. Just I am showing you the format of the question. Okay, just you see, dash oranges are grown in Nagpur, so you have to choose the correct answer. So if you think that this one is the correct answer, then you have to press here only. Okay, so I was making a question here, that's why I'm getting the answer in this way. Okay, then the second question, come to the second question. Which sentence follows different rules? Okay, so which one is the answer? Which one is the answer? So I think this is the correct answer. Okay, 3/4 of a pound. So here there will be a mark. Okay, when you will press, then there will be a mark. You can't avoid any question. Firstly, you have to since this answer is required to give. If you skip any question, then you can't submit your paper. Okay, keep in your mind that if you skip any question, you can't submit your answer. Okay, so be careful. And now come to the next question. Which is correct? Okay, so you have to write down the correct answer. He is playing a guitar, and what is the correct answer? Okay, so this is the correct answer. Right, so you have to put press here, right? So this is question number 4. John Smith is good dash mathematics. So in my view, this is the correct answer. Okay, just you have to press which you think correct. Okay, so in this way you have to choose, you have to correct 20 answers. So dear boys, don't get confused, as I am prepared this question for second year boys. That's why I have 50 questions here. Okay, so you have to answer only 20 answers. Okay, 20 questions. You have to answer only 20 questions. Okay, so don't be confused, right? After correcting 20 questions, then you have to submit your paper. Okay, then you have to submit your paper. This is very easy. Then you have to submit your paper after correcting 20 questions. And you are already informed that for your second round quiz in English second paper, you have got only two um, topics, that is transformation of sentences and connectors, right? So now let's get into our lesson. So today we are going to discuss transformation of sentences, changing sentences from simple to compound, complex, simple, complex, and compound. Okay, so today we will not go to the rules, only today we will focus on what is simple, complex, and compound sentences. Okay, so what is simple sentence? A simple sentence is a sentence that consists of just one independent clause. Independent clause indicates to the clause having subject, verb, and object. That means this clause is totally independent, and this is not dependent to other clause to express the meaning. Okay, so what is simple sentence? A simple sentence is a sentence that consists of just one independent clause. Okay, so a simple sentence has no dependent clauses because simple sentence can express the meaning by its own. That's why it doesn't have any independent clauses, right? So now here we can say an independent clause, unlike a dependent clause, can stand alone as a sentence. Okay? So an independent clause, unlike a dependent clause, can stand alone in a sentence. That means independent clauses are totally independent. Um, they don't have any dependent clause. They can express the meaning by each own. Okay? So you see, below are examples of simple sentences. I cannot drink warm water. So here we have only one clause which is totally independent. I mean, this sentence can express its meaning by itself. That's why this sentence is independent, and this is the kind of simple sentence, right? So look at to this sentence. Here we have another example. A day without sunshine is like night. A day without sunshine, this is the subject, is like night. A day without sunshine is a phrase, and this is a subject, and this is the subject, and this is verb, and like night is object or extension. Okay, so this is the kind of simple sentence also. So look at to another example. Only the mediocre are always at their best. Okay, this is said by novelist Jean Gyrodox. Okay. Reality continues to ruin my life. Reality continues to ruin my life. These all are example of simple sentence. Alright. So these all are example of simple sentence. So dear boys, now we will move to complex sentence. What is complex sentence? A complex sentence has an independent clause and at least one dependent clause. So what was we were talking about simple sentence. A simple sentence is totally independent clause which has no dependent clause. But here you see the difference you can see here. Notice the sentence, right? A complex sentence has an independent clause and at least one dependent clause. So here we are going to get two clauses in one sentence. Here we are going to get two clauses in one sentence, right? So, for example, here you can see when you write a comic strip, the person on the left always speaks first. Here you see when you write a comic strip. So this clause can't express complete meaning or complete meaning. Okay, this clause can't express complete meaning. So this clause is totally dependent to this clause, another clause. So the person on the left always speaks first. The person on the left always speaks first. So this clause is an independent clause. To express the meaning, this clause doesn't need any other clause. Okay, so this is an independent clause. But when we talk about the first clause, this is totally a dependent clause. I mean, this clause is not completed without the other clause. So that's why this is a complex sentence. And by the definition, from our definition we have got and we have come to know that we will get at least two clauses in complex sentence. One will be independent, the other will be dependent, and dependent clause will complete its meaning by taking the help of independent clause. Okay, so the next sentence, because my coffee was too cold. Because my coffee was too cold. So after this clause, after we can say that this clause can't complete it, and this clause is not completed in its meaning. This clause can't express the complete meaning. But when we say I heated it in the microwave, I heated it in the microwave, this clause is completely independent clause and it can express its meaning without taking any other clause's help. Okay, that's why we are calling this clause as a independent clause. Okay, so dear students, here you see here we have a dependent clause and another independent clause. So what type of sentence is this? Yes, this is complex sentence. So look at to this sentence. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. Okay, so here also we have got two clauses. One is dependent, another is independent. Although he was unhealthy, here you see one what coordinating conjunction. Although he was unhealthy, wealthy. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. That's why this is dependent clause and this clause is depending on this independent clause. He was still unhappy. Okay, without all together, we have got a complete meaning. That's why this is a complex sentence. She returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. So this is another complex sentence. Whenever prices goes up, customers buy less products. Okay, dear boys, this is another complex sentence. So now we will move to compound sentence. What is compound sentence? A compound sentence has at least two dependent clauses. Okay, in compound sentence we will get at least two dependent clauses. So can we remember what is dependent clause? Yes, dependent clause can express its meaning without taking any other clause's help. This is completed in itself. Okay, so here you see, I used to jog, but the ice cubes kept falling out of my glasses. So here you see, I used to jog. This is a clause with complete meaning. But the ice cubes kept falling. This is also another clause, independent clause. So altogether we have got independent compound sentence. Here you see another example. She did not cheat on the test, for it was the wrong thing to do. I really need to go to work, but I am too sick to drive. Okay, this is another compound sentence since here we have two independent clauses. I'm so sorry, dear boys. I'm recording this class and this is a time of Ajan. I'm so sorry. I have to finish it. I'm counting my calories, yet I really want dessert. Okay, he can run out of money, so he had to stop playing poker. Okay, so dear boys, that's the end of today's lesson. If you find any problem while watching this class, feel free to ask me. Take care, and if you have any question about your exam in Google Form, feel free to ask me. You have my WhatsApp number, and you can ask me in my post comment box, and also you can knock me in my messenger also. Okay, I'll be there for you always to solve your problem. So take care, dear boys. Thanks to you all.